Hello and welcome to Dragon Tavern, reviewing the latest and newest episode, issue every time episode, issue of Vox Machina Origins. Every time I do it, I don't know why I can't say issue. Episode.
Yeah, you say episode.
I say episode.
We talk about episodes every week.
I know, we do NPCs every week.
I thought you were yelling at me because I did that. And I was like, whoa, that's an extreme reaction.
Don't you move your hands.
How dare you salute the camera.
Keep that stuff. Keep your hands in your lap or I will bean you.
And then you were going on about every time. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the first time ever I've saluted the camera.
Talking about Vox Machina Origins issue 5 by the wonderful Matt Mercer, Matt Colville, Olivia Sampson, and who's the guest artist this week?
What, don't you know? Didn't you write it down?
No, I do. I was just going to
Alright, what is it?
Damn it, stop always asking!
You don't lie! You should not lie to our audience. I've tried to drill this in your head. If you don't know something, that's fine. It's fine. This is why we do videos, is to learn new things. But to blatantly lie to the audience is not a good thing.
I'm going to get away with it one time, at some point.
Her name is Selena
Gomez. I'm a huge fan of your
so
music.
much crap for not being able to pronounce names, then you put it on me to pronounce the names, then you give me crap for not pronouncing the names right.
No, you said the name right.
I know, I'm preparing because the last name is hard.
You're preparing already.
I'm preparing. Selena Esprian.
You named it. You nailed it. That's perfect. That's exactly what the name is.
No, it's not. It's got a U at the end. I've said it wrong, but it's on the screen. And her Twitter will be down below, or some link to her material. So you should go support these artists because they help Critical Role.
Now, if you came here from the NPCs video, we do have to resolve the argument. So basically...
No, the argument is for the other video.
Oh, I thought it was for this one.
No, because that argument has nothing... Like, the argument is about that video.
Right, okay, fine.
So we can't have that argument in this video.
Alright, so...
I changed my shirt. You kind of ruined the illusion now that it was going to be filmed on a different day.
Well, they wouldn't have picked it up if you didn't say it.
You mentioned it! You literally said you have to resolve the argument.
The video, though, they wouldn't have known. They wouldn't have known it was the same
Whatever.
Anyway,
we'll talk about the comic.
Yeah, Vox Machina Origins. Wonderful, wonderful story.
Number 5.
Number 5. So what we're going to do, as we do every time we do one of these, is we'll give you a non-spoiler version up to a certain point, then we'll throw up a big spoiler tag, so that if you haven't...
It's not there yet. It will be.
It will be there. I believe in you, Dave.
Because I made it there.
Yeah. So essentially, we'll just, if you haven't read it, that's fine.
Non-spoilers right now.
Yeah.
What do you think of the episode, the issue?
Yeah.
Compared to the others.
So, compared to the others, I think they've found kind of some of their styles, and that they're not kind of deviating too much from that. There were some really cool choices in terms of like playing with perspective in some of the frames, the colors, of course, like they're keeping with the theme of each moment and each story has its own kind of color theme palette, which means you know where you are within the story. I also have been considering that the characters are very much just the characters of Vox Machina. You don't too much see within them the players that were playing them. It seems like the story is the characters themselves and not extending to what you see in Critical Role, which is the players playing the characters.
Well, yeah, because... Yeah, you don't. I think the only time you get that is when one of the characters breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah,
which was one of the problems I had with this episode, with this issue. We'll talk about that in spoilers.
So basically, it kind of made me look at it in a way of Critical Role in a different light. Just the characters, not the players.
With this particular issue.
Yeah, this is the issue that kind of made me realise it. Yeah.
I think this issue had one of my most favourite panels in it.
Cool.
And I'll mention which one that is once we get to it. You probably will know the panel that I'm referring to. But this one I liked because it showed a badass of one character and them being independent of what they can do by themselves, and also showing the different personalities of two other characters that are very opposites to each other, and why they kind of start to bond and actually become friends despite the fact they're very opposite. So I like the character development on it, but there is one particular issue that kind of took me out of it near the end, which we'll go over in a second. But overall, it's still good. I mean, ultimately, it's still a very, very good episode, very good issue.
No, you're done.
Yeah, it's because you started it. And I really enjoyed it.
I also love the fact that we're getting information on the characters' backstories that we didn't get in Critical Role, or certainly not wildly available, which is fantastic. We find a lot more about Vex and Vax's past in this episode, and
no spoilers.
No spoilers. No. That's all I was going to say. But I found that wonderful. I thought, hey, we're getting kind of rewarded with bits of information that we didn't have, which is perfect because it is the pre-campaign.
You get all the nuggets.
Pre-stream story, yeah. So
Alright, so what we're going to do, because it's really hard to talk about non-spoilers, we're going to put up spoilers, ding, and now we are going to spoil what happens.
So go, what you want to do, if you haven't seen it, pause the video, go and buy it on Dark Horse or Comixology.
Because that means we'll get more.
Yeah, read it and then come back.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
So no, you won't. Well, I guess they can unpause it now, so you don't need to.
I have to wait a millisecond.
Okay, cool.
The magic of the internet.
Yes. So basically, the episode it starts cuts between Vex and Keyleth.
Yep.
And Vax, who actually turns out he's escaped and he's actually running through, basically trying to get free. And
then Tiberius, Grog, and Scanlan show up in the later half of the episode. Yeah.
And they kind of all get together. But basically, we get an awesome development between Keyleth and Vex.
Really cool character moments between them.
And Trinket.
Yes! Trinket returns.
And that's where my favourite panel was when she was thinking best friends.
Oh my god, that was mine as well.
Yeah, and then Keyleth, like, because she kept on mixing up the names.
Vex, yeah, that was hilarious.
And it's probably one of my favourites. So good job, Olivia. I think that all came from Olivia, I reckon. So Olivia Sampson.
That was absolutely brilliant as well. I love that moment. I'm going to try and get that either on a poster or a t-shirt.
I won't put it in this video because it's copyright.
Yeah.
But if you want to...
Go buy it.
Go buy it.
Yeah.
It's
or if you've already got it, you know exactly what we're talking about because you would have seen it and freaked out as well. And it was beautiful. It was so cute. And it really lets us know that even though it's the serious stories of these characters, it's still the light-hearted comedy of Critical Role and the people we love and all that kind of stuff. So it was just great.
It definitely showed a lot of the personality and also put characters together that you hadn't really seen interact, and really showed the darkness of Vex, how different she is from Vax, and also Keyleth of what Keyleth is all about, really, as well.
Yeah. And we also get like how dedicated Vex. I mean, we know how dedicated Vex is to her brother, but in this one, we really get to see it. Where later in the episode, when Vax is in trouble, she says, well, "Forget it. I'm taking my brother. We're getting out of here. If they want to be poisoned, that's not our business. I just care about my brother." And then we also find out about Vex's father. And how not the nicest of parents. In fact,
which was discussed about in the actual show itself.
Yeah,
so it's good to actually have that as well.
Like a bit more behind that, which was fantastic.
Yeah. So basically, the story goes is that Keyleth decided to use her abilities to sense and get that smell of where they actually are, holding Vax. And then they end back up at the docks after they've got Trinket as well. And that's when Grog and Scanlan's there. Now, this is the part where it did bother me, because it seems like every line that Scanlan throws out now is just a fourth wall break.
Right.
And that's not what always Scanlan was about. Yeah, it did happen. But it just seems like every damn line now, and I'm just like, that took me out of it. And we are talking about, when we talk about comics, we have to look at the whole story. When you actually do a review, doing it issue by issue, it's sometimes you miss what happens before and after. That's not conscious in your brains. But that's my little kind of criticism about this particular issue. Is that
I can see that.
It just gets happening.
Scanlan was loyal to his friends, absolutely. It was his heart. Especially his love for Pike, that I think was the most iconic out of everything that he did. Add to that the songs and the jovial nature of his combat, but I really think his connection to his friends is what made Scanlan.
Yeah, and I'd like to see more of the personality, or instead of just the fourth wall kind of mentions, because they mentioned that I think it was the book was a MacGuffin.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I mean that's if you don't know what a MacGuffin is, look it up. It's basically a storytelling kind of misdirection kind of thing.
In fact, one of the games I ran, we kept that name for an artifact that one of the players was hunting. I also really loved the three panels at the start of this, that beautiful neon green when the alchemist was casting a ritual. Those colours were just alive. I loved that. I thought it was beautiful. And then one or two pages later, we had that those three panels next to each other of the corridor. just with perspective, created this really interesting, like almost three-dimensional effect, which I thought was cool. I just thought, that really made.
Yeah, I think artistically, Olivia did a great job.
Olivia's nailing these, by the way.
Yeah, and we're not just saying that because she followed our channel the other day. We actually made it.
Hi, Olivia. By the way, if you're watching, huge fans of your work.
And that was the last time she ever watched.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah, we're now just bantering to it. And anyway, so basically, Vax manages to get out of where he's been held.
It's Vax. I mean, come on.
It's on a boat. So it turns out they're at the docks now. Vex has figured out that they are planning on cursing basically anyone that's ever touched this water and basically killing thousands of people. Yeah. So that's why Vex decides to stay, even though Vex is very hesitant to do so.
So the water is basically just an element of the entire plan, but it's actually a curse that's doing most of the work.
Yes, and basically the team, so that's now Grog, Tiberius, they're all kind of formed up again at these docks.
Yeah.
Scanlan has the final line of basically, let's just fuck up everything.
Yeah, it's time to blow shit up.
Yeah.
So this was cool. I thought it gave enough in the progression of the story. It gave us enough moments that were contained within the episode, the issue, to make it worth the buying it, which is is fantastic.
That's the point.
Yeah. And yeah, beautiful artwork. I do think we need to see more of Scanlan's heart, but I guess that will come.
Yeah, I think
time.
That's probably my at this point. So we've only got one more issue after this one.
Yeah.
So this is the penultimate issue. I think we haven't the characters that I feel like we need more exposure of is Tiberius.
Yes.
Scanlan. I think we've got Grog.
Yeah.
Grog's a fairly simple one. Not until really Pike comes along, you really get more of the deep and meaningful there.
Vex and Vax seem to be very focused.
Yeah, they're very established now by this point.
Same with
and Keyleth as well. So I would like to see more of probably Tiberius and Scanlan, and less of the fourth wall breaking all the time with Scanlan, and more of the showing what's he all about. Because at the moment you really just know he's just a kind of wisecracking, kind of greedy kind of guy, and that's not really what Scanlan is.
There's a lot of reasons why we love Scanlan. So that would be cool to see as well.
But yeah, good.
Wonderful episode. I'm just waiting.
God,
I didn't even notice it that time.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to when I can buy these in physical form, so I can add them to my little collection.
Yeah, so if you did go to, I believe it was Emerald Con.
Yeah.
And you actually got a physical copy of the first one.
So
we
jealous.
hate you.
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge comic book collector, as Ollie knows. He's seen my comic books framed around my wall.
Yeah.
I love comic books, and I can't get my hands on one.
We're trying. I'm primarily a manga collector, but Critical Role collector, obviously, in D&D as well.
If you're out there and you want to send us that, hit me up privately, and I will take it off your hands.
Yeah, me too.
I really want it. Even it doesn't need to be signed. You could even have a few dents in it. I just really want the comic. I need it in my collection.
Yeah, he does, and I'm sure we'll get it eventually.
Maybe.
We hope.
Please subscribe to this channel so we can buy these little things for us.
Do you know, I actually picked up a couple of AD&D books at RDB's.
I know, show me.
I know, I was saying it more for just conversation.
Well, don't look at me then. You should just look at the camera when you're telling me.
Between us, and you were supposed to be, oh no, tell me more.
Yeah, anyway, go. What's this got to do with the comic?
Well, I found some cool D&D stuff at a second-hand bookstore. I mean, I put it...
You just wanted to drop that, didn't you?
It was great. I got like a $100 book for $20.
Anyway, so next time you'll hear from us when we do the final comic.
Yep.
We're going to do a huge wrap-up of what our favourite moments of the entire comic were. Just everything we like about it. So let's hopefully we get more of these after next month's final comic. But yeah, it's been a fun ride so far, and let's hope we can end with a flourish.
And I do look forward to it every month because it's just another little thing that I can add to my Critical Role collection. It's a wonderful tale woven together by some wonderful people. So
thanks, Matt Colville and Matt Mercer
and Olivia Sampson
and the guys from Critical Role, all of them. And wait, there was another name I put down. You never write. Never give the respect.
I do have drawings that I did whilst reading it. Look. Those are some...
I don't think people... You show that all the time now.
I've started to... Because now we're not doing it in my room, I don't have the computer. I have to actually write this stuff down.
Well, you shouldn't have moved out. That's really... yeah, that's about it. I realized...
All of that, and he'd already said it. That makes me happy.
Selena Spiriou for the cover art. Shut up, you don't write down the names. Anyway, that's our review.
We love you.
I'll see you next time.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of our content, and thank you for watching D20 Multiverse.
I really thank you for watching. I don't know why you put up with this.